a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 45. Ready? Go.
On first down, Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
I'm so tired, dog. This bitch ass nigga got everybody, bro.
Here's second and 9 from the 26.
I'm about to waste my fucking time. I know it.
Here's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
What's the nigga? Who?
Bitch. This is going to wind up.
Is that it?
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I want to paint this fuck nigga so bad, dog.
Opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch this.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's
I'm right. He better let something right, though. I
he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A little something.
Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big
that ain't going to do it, baby girl.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Nigga made me wait all this fucking time.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Make sure this pussy nigga don't ever make me wait. Don't fucking play with me. Make sure this pussy nigga don't ever make me wait.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
I don't know how.
Rushing numbers for Wilson.
I don't know how, Lord.
His career, but he's still a threat to go.
But y'all let this fuck nigga get away like that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Ooh.
And he takes this just a few
that little bitch getting busy out there.
Going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble.
That's all right. Cause we got something for the pussy nigga. Watch this. Watch this. We got something for the pussy nigga. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, I know.
On the ground, this is Rashad.
That ain't gonna work, baby girl. Kick in left field goal.
Finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kick in left field goal so we could get up out of here.
Made by Joel Iyebuniwe.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bears 23.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And down inside the 15.
He's going to do it again.
10.
I told you.
And a first down.
I told you. I told you he was going to do it again. Watch this.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score.
Nigga got me.
Seahawks touchdown.
That is.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive.
This bitch kicked 2 field goals.
We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical?
So push that nigga how to drive the ball downfield. Because obviously he don't know. But that shit took 30 fucking minutes.
Knockout is there, but they keep doing that.
I'm not about to play with this pussy nigga.
The knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Just gonna kick the ball out of bounds. He knew I was about to run it back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Uh-huh. 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 No, we don't want none of them. No, we don't want that. We don't like that. Say, baby girl, don't come on here with that fool. I'm a good Christian nigga. Don't come on here with that. Cause you garbage. Nigga about to expose you.
Trubisky brings the Bears
nigga about to expose how garbage you is. Cause you is, bitch, you terrible.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Okay. I sure will. I sure will.
For a pickup of 5.
Come on, get on here talking to me like.
Right, Brad, I know we're in the early going.
You know who you talking to?
Runs, they're gonna open up a world of opportunities.
You know who you talking to?
Going forward.
You know who you talking to? You not about to do nothing. That drive took 45 fucking minutes. I almost fell asleep.
The first down run got 5.
Stupid ass plays.
2nd and 5.
I mean, you gotta do shit like that. When you're not that good, you know, you gotta do shit like that. You heard me?
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped
so many
behind the line of
times.
scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up
first
front.
down.
So when you
say
talk
first
to
down.
GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside
say first
out.
down.
If you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the
No,
ball
what you
game,
calling timeout for, fuck nigga?
They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line
Say
of scrimmage.
first down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Nigga must think I'm new to this. Nigga must think I'm new to this shit or something. Nigga must think I'm new to this or something.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
What the fuck?
So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like
See,
to have
that's why
back
we
as it
getting rid of
brings
Mitch
up 4th
right
down.
there.
So on 4th down, on
That's
is the
exactly
punter,
why we
Pat
do.
O'Donnell to kick it away.
That's why we
Back
getting
deep
rid
for
of
the
Mitch right
Seahawks,
there.
Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
But you running out of bounds.
Before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawks.
You don't feel like getting
1st
touched.
and 10.
Okay.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
One in the field with Lil Joaquin.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
Nigga had the audacity. Come on, fix your fucking internet, bro. Fix your internet. That boy Rick, you country motherfucker.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 Rick. Following that sack. Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
Stop playing with me. Don't play with no nigga over there. Don't play with no nigga over there. You hear me, boy?
And it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Come on, bro. What we waiting for, bro?
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got
Fight.
a man on the crossing route.
Get the fuck.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This game, stay giving you a fucking bailout.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the throw
Look at this. Look at this.
Caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't
The
keep
bitch
his
catching
feet
the ball
in.
just
Second
like
down.
that every time.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Just count your days. That's all.
We got three.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
14.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson, and I'm not sure he got there.
You didn't get it.
Stop him? They did.
Stupid.
He needed a yard. He didn't get any. Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second turn, defense. Second turn.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And not much there.
We
Maybe
gotta
a
go.
yard up to the 24.
So we can get up out of there.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss.
And the ball out, bro. I ain't gonna have to do this.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change?
Oh, my God.
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this
game got to cut that shit out, bro.
At all times, in any spot
they really got to cut that shit out. That's supposed to be a fucking pick, man.
You got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
And look at this shit.
The decision is here if they get to that spot. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson.
That shit, nigga.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
That shit,
nigga. Take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I told you the computer was giving you that shit. Told you they was giving you that shit, nigga.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Yeah, same way I feel.
This one down almost all the way to the 30.
Same way I feel.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. Now Wilson running left on the option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Green 80. Mike 45. Watch the cut. 14. Check 1.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Go.
From the gun, Wilson.
Yes, sir.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And just
man, block for me, man.
50. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
18. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll go down.
Come on.
Getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
It's a delay when I'm trying to hit.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 3.
On 3rd down. It's Carson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
6. Quick 6. That's what they call it.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now it's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Man, spin the right fucking way, man.
Going backwards as he
What is
won't
wrong
get
with you?
close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Clearly did that.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
I got time. Just run that blitz one more time. Run pinch Bucko one more time.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Slam, slam. 25, 25.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down.
There go the fumble right there.
8 yards.
If they let the nigga hold on to the ball.
The result is a first down.
I don't know how. I don't know how.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Mike 45. I'm on. Check the backer, check the backer. Bang out, bang out, bam, bam. Hey, switch gears.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Operating from the gun. And he finds Penny. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Check 99. 14. Alert, alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's able to get it to the edge.
This nigga not built like that, man. Come on, now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air
giving this nigga too much,
so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like
that nigga come way over there and pick the ball up.
Base and scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
That's a fumble.
He lost the football. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing is Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is taken at the 10. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, wahoo! He's the mic.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Check. Motion out of backfield. Hey, exit.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Check. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike. Blue.
Let's make these babies cry.
Hey, Zoo.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 8.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
We can't be stopped.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 50, check 50. Crouch.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
The extra point now coming from... Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game. And a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it shows.